the day my wedding collapsed. My name is Daniel. I'm 32 years old. 3 weeks ago was supposed to be the best day of my life. We had a vineyard wedding planned, 200 guests, a jazz band, perfect weather, and a bride I loved. Instead, everything fell apart because of one text message. At 9:12 a.m., my phone buzzed. "I'm not coming." At first, I thought she was joking. Maybe she was nervous. Maybe her friends were playing a prank. But then a second message came. "My ex just bought me a Rolls-Royce." That was it. No sorry, no reason. Just a car and goodbye. To understand why her choice hurt so much, you need to know what happened 6 months before. My grandfather passed away. He was 94. He raised me like his own son. When he died, he left me a trust fund, $5 million. But there was one rule. To receive all the money, I had to be legally married for at least 30 days. If the marriage ended before 30 days, the money went to charity. If I never got married, I would receive only 60% after 1 year. When I heard it, I laughed. I wasn't rushing to marry anyone, but I was already engaged to Vanessa. We had been together for 3 years. She was beautiful, confident, and charming. Or at least I thought so. That same night, I told her about the money. We were eating dinner at her favorite Italian restaurant. When I said $5 million, her whole face changed. Her eyes lit up. She started talking about spending it. New house, long vacations, starting a business. She made a full plan in 1 minute. I should have felt strange. But I loved her. I trusted her. As our wedding day came closer, Vanessa changed. She was always texting someone, always smiling at messages I never saw. When I came into the room, she hid her phone. I asked who she was talking to. She said it was wedding stress. 3 days before the wedding, I saw a text pop up on her phone while she was showering. The name was just one letter, D. The message said, "Saturday." I promise, my stomach dropped. I should have asked her, but I convinced myself everything was okay. I was stupid. Love made me blind. On the morning of the wedding, I woke up with my groomsmen. I was nervous but happy. Family members were already at the venue. My mom sent me a sweet text saying my grandfather would have been proud. I smiled. Then my phone buzzed again. "I'm not coming." And right after, my ex bought me a Rolls-Royce. Fully paid, in my name. I can't say no. I hope you understand. Understand? Understand that she chose a car instead of a marriage. Understand that guests were already there. Understand that she didn't even say goodbye in person. Then she sent a photo, her smiling next to a white Rolls-Royce, holding the keys like she won a prize. Caption, "New life starts now." Something inside me broke, but I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just became calm. I opened my banking app and pulled up the trust fund balance. It was locked until marriage. $5 million she didn't know every detail about. I took a screenshot and replied, "I understand. Enjoy the car." Then I sent the screenshot and wrote, "This money unlocks 30 days after marriage. You should have waited to read the full rules. Have a nice life." I got dressed and went to the venue. When I arrived, guests were drinking and taking pictures. My mom looked at me and instantly knew something was wrong. "She's not coming," I said. "Why?" "She left me for a Rolls-Royce." My mother said words I never thought she knew. I found the priest. "We can't start," I said. "Why not?" "The bride is gone." The bridesmaids were waiting in the bridal room. Hair done, makeup perfect, smiling. "Where's Vanessa?" they asked. "She left." They didn't believe me until I showed the text messages. One bridesmaid burst into tears. Another threw her bouquet at the wall. We canceled the ceremony. But the reception was already paid for, $80,000 for food, drinks, flowers, and music. I told the guests, "There is no wedding today. The bride chose a different path this morning. But you're all here and the bar is open." People clapped, laughed, hugged me, and stayed to support me. But at 4 p.m., Vanessa walked in. Not in a wedding dress. Just expensive jeans, sunglasses, and a nervous smile. "You should have told me about the $5 million, she yelled. "I did tell you about the trust," I said. "But you didn't say the amount." "If I knew, I wouldn't have left." "So the amount changed your feelings?" She nodded. "Of course it would have." There it was. The truth. She didn't love me. She loved what she thought I could buy her. I asked, "So where's Derek now?" She swallowed hard. "He left. He said the car was a gift. He got back with his girlfriend. He moved to Monaco." The moment she said that, I almost laughed. She left me for a car and lost both of us. "We can fix this," she begged. "We can still get married." "I'll apologize. Tell people I panicked." "No," I said. "You chose money over love. And the only reason you're here is because you realized there was more money with me. I'm done." She stared at me, speechless. She didn't follow me. She didn't fight. She just stood in the doorway looking lost. For 2 weeks, I stayed at my family cabin. No phone, no internet, no noise. When I came back, I found out the story had gone viral. Vanessa tried to lie online, saying the wedding was mutually postponed, but her maid of honor exposed the truth with one comment. "Postponed because of a Rolls-Royce?" Screenshots spread everywhere. People called her a gold digger. She lost friends. I didn't say a word. 1 year later, I received 60% of the trust, $3 million. The other $2 million went to charity. Honestly, I'm glad. My grandfather would have liked that. I heard she sold the Rolls-Royce after 3 weeks. She couldn't afford the insurance or maintenance. She ended up with around $280,000. Just enough to remind her of the biggest mistake she ever made. People asked if I'm dating again. Not yet. I'm not in a hurry. I want something real. Something honest. Something that has nothing to do with money. Someone asked if sending that screenshot was petty. Maybe it was. But she chose a price tag over love. I just showed her the price of that choice. Last week, the priest called me and said, "Your grandfather would be proud." I hope that's true. But I know one thing for sure. I didn't marry someone who saw me as a wallet instead of a partner. And that is worth more than any trust fund.